Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Kene Nwangwu. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
Hill looking to throw it here with the first play.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Another try after the first down sack. Hill. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Hill now to throw.
There's Chris Olave.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Some good plays in the passing game right now for New Orleans. They have another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Hill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
17 more yards. That's First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air again. Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Saints at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hill on 1st down. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown! Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead.
Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Now Jones. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It's a gain of 34.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover, put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones.
Drops this off with Nwangu.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This defense for the Saints, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Jones throw pulled in by Renfro. He's got room at the 30.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This is where good coaching and execution come into play because down this close, you absolutely don't want to turn it over. Good job keeping that in mind as he escaped, bought time, and decided throwing it away was his best option.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. This is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Chris Godwin, a 14-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nice nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now Hill looking to throw on first.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
It's second and inches at the 43-yard line.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake. Hill. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
On first down, Hill. Thomas brings it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
22 more yards. That's another Saints first down.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So far it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took him home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
Raiders 14, Saints 12. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll break the huddle, come up on second and 8 at the 27-yard line. Off play action. Jones.
They'll get this to Nwangu.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
In motion, left goes Boyd. Jones on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Jones.
He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now this time he'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now Jones on 3rd down. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Godwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Saints 12.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Hill. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And again, it's Hill. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Now it's Hill.
He completes it to Olave.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they like to go for 2. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Here's Jones on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for the Raiders. 44 yards. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hill. He's going to take another shot here. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys...
He's got a man, complete! And they work this well upfield across the 45. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Off of play action, Hill. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Play action. It's Hill.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Riley Harrison.
And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the fourth quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
The things got a little dicey there as soon as he exited the pocket out to the left.
And he ends up throwing it for no yardage gain. I don't know about you, but my high school coach, John Ford, if he saw a ball in the air and you got no yards out of it, he would have had a stroke, okay? Because his opinion, that ball shouldn't be in the air unless something good was going to happen. Tuck it away, try and pick up something, or just slide and get down.
Nothing good happened there, that's for sure. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
And they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
He completes it to Boyd.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back to throw again. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room.
To try again after the sack. Jones. The open man here, Renfro. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Hill downfield, and he's got Olave. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hill's throw complete there to Johnson.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Javon Johnson, 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Hill. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Hill on first down.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jordan Jenkins from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
The last run went so well for them, maybe they should have just handed it off right here, too. Instead, the quarterback ends up keeping it, and the defense is right on it and wipes away the yardage gained on the last snap.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. Johnson's got it complete. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Desperation time on 4th for Hill.
Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Raiders are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down, Jacobs once more. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction, so